You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you. To me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would, and God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch. In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it? If there's something you need to tell me, then say it.
Lord Forrester wanted me to tell you. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth. I can only hope Lord Forrester wasn't wrong to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the Wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the Wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house. We will see each other again.
Garrett, wait! Be safe.
Ethan?
Ethan!
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game. Ryan, look who we've found.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He let me ride one of his pigs once. It was fun.
You needn't worry about Garrett. He'll be okay. It's the people he'll be with that worry me. No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good. Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself. I hope you don't change. I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord. The lord of a noble house can do a great many things.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
It's okay. You should go. It's what must be done.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Silence won't work this time. You are the lord of this house.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I'll throw him out the gate myself if you let me.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. Nothing to say, eh? My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due. Aye. Hold your tongue, you coward. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters. Does little Lord Forrester know how to speak? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason. It was your man who started it. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house. I'm not leaving until I have his head on a fucking spike. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I sent him to the war.
You? And you call yourself a lord? You're no lord. You're a fucking puppet. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is. Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do your worst, you bastard.
You must find your voice, my lord. Your enemies will interpret your silence as a sign of weakness.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Margaery Tyrell's favor. And Lady Margaery's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Asher sent me this coin, to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Margaery has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come. Although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can. Ethan made this for me. It was very kind of Lady Margaery to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna. Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday. King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It troubles me to even ask this of you. But you must appeal to Lady Margaery to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally. Especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset. Sorry, milady. I shouldn't have asked.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Margaery will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Margaery? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do. Sorry. My apologies for even asking. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument. I heard them arguing about House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well. You must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it. I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near. Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
You can do this.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Well?
The poor girl looks terrified.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
She's loyal.
I wanted to hear from the girl, not you. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors. The girl is here to explain herself, yet says nothing.
My apologies, Your Grace. I'm sure it's just a momentary lapse.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
No doubt she's speechless in your presence, Your Grace.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Perhaps not, then. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours. Or nothing, perhaps. It's hard to tell either way.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
It is not her place to say, Your Grace.
The girl must have an opinion on the matter.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on. Evading the question won't help her cause. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then, he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margaery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her. I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already. Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked. Lady Margaery has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife. We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Margaery could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Margaery well, which is more than you can say for his mother. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
We're both sorry, my lady.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree? I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
I received a letter from my family. I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady! King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I am well aware of the risk. I can see how important this is to you. I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Seven hells.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Bloody hell.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle. Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone, but took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Maester. This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
I'd have punished him myself, but it's for the Lord to decide the proper punishment.
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Go!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it. I did what I needed to do. This house is in chaos!
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the wall.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief. You're rewarding a man who has no loyalty or honor.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience. You should have one advisor above the rest. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see. Take it. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
No, I'm not ready just yet.
Let me know when you are, my lord. My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Lord Ethan?
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle? This is reckless.
Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council. Lord Ethan deserves to hear from all of us.
A man may have two ears, but he cannot listen to two men talk at once.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us. You must make your opinion known.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! I know I can still count on Sir Royland as Master-at-Arms. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan. Your ignorance will be the end of us.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. You're likely to get us all killed.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter, but what's more, he has the will to fight, a hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister, and we need all the help we can get. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use. You're a thinker, Ethan. You contemplate, and a lord needs that. But a lord also needs swords. I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I can't have Malcolm bring Asher back. He will not go to Essos. That is the final word. Do you hear me?
I hear you, but this is a mistake. I wish you trusted me with this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel. I hope you'll let me know. Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever... My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him. You've nothing to say?
Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you. Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... people who'd be willing to help you.
Where's Sir Royland? The man values pride more than honor. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed. I have every faith in them. And you, my lord.
Bolton men approaching, my lord!
Something wrong with your gate? Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
You're welcome to come in, Lord Ramsay, but your men are not.
How stupid do you think I am? My men wouldn't fit inside your tiny little keep. You didn't tell me their lord was a mute as well.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsman.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it. Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive. Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand. Lord Ramsay, please. The Lord wishes to speak with you.
First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
No, Lord Ramsay.
Your silence is not very encouraging, little lord. But I will assume you agree. It would be a very bad idea not to.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived. Our men are dead. Yours lived. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down. It can't be that difficult.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years or the next 50 generations?
We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan!
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Riff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one. I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the wise lord?
Ethan! No!
What have you done?
No!
But I don't want wise. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Forresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the maester quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Help me! Ryan,
Stop
please!
it!
Bring them to Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Wise.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
These are dark days, I fear.
Godfrey!
The North Grove must never be lost.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now.
Duncan, I've decided to name you as my sentinel.
I'm just worried about my family.
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family.
Are you willing to risk an alliance with the Crown?
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Rasha.
We don't want Whitehill men within these walls.
You can be my highborn ward.
Ethan.
No! Don't let them take me!
My son.
Whoa, it's just me, Beskha.
Took you long enough. Your ale's getting warm. Or warmer, I should say. You can stop pacing. They'll be here soon. Ale. It goes in yellow, comes out yellow. Waste time even drinking it, if you ask me.
Considering we found it in an abandoned tavern, it's not bad.
They smell off to you?
It's the only thing in Yunkai that doesn't.
I know. It's a filthy haven for thieves, murderers, and other deadly bastards. You should feel right at home. I know I do. May we drink, thieve, and fight until the end. A man of few words.
Another round?
Have you forgotten about our honored and exalted guest? Go see if he's still breathing. How's he doing? We need him alive to collect his bounty. After that... I'll assume that grim look means yes, Beskha, our valuable hostage is just fine. 800 gold dragons for capturing him. Lucky we caught him trying to flee Yunkai.
Lucky for us. Not so lucky for him.
We should find more former slave masters with bounties on their heads.
I don't need any more naked fat men in my life, thank you.
They say only the poor know how to really spend money. We'll buy the finest wines, the best whores. Sleep in a bed without fleas. Sounds nice, doesn't it? We'll live like lords, princes, kings. My point is, with enough coin we could do anything. Go anywhere.
I could afford passage back to Westeros. To Ironrath. I've heard nothing from my family in years.
You mean go home? They treated you like shit there. Kicked you out because you fell in love with a girl from the wrong damn house.
Gwyn.
A man doesn't choose who he loves. Your family should understand that.
Westeros and its bloody houses.
Good point, Beskir.
I have them sometimes. Just remember, we have a good thing here. And any moment now, we're gonna be rich. Let's make a toast. To all of us deadly bastards.
Beskir, I thought freed slaves put the bounty on Berserk.
They did. With his own gold.
So why are the fucking Lost Legion here?
Is that Tazal? From the Volantis job?
Maybe he's forgotten about that.
You! I told you if I saw you again...
Tazal! Isn't it funny how life brings old friends together?
I'd cut your fucking throats!
We're on a job, Tazal. Doesn't concern you.
Where is he?
Where's who?
Here. 400 dragons.
They must be working for the Wise Masters.
And that's all you're getting.
The bounty is 8.
You get 4. It's more than you deserve.
Give us 800 and you can have him.
Don't be an asshole now. We're all sellswords here.
We are nothing like you. The Lost Legion are the blood of all Valyria. And we are done taking orders from whimpering pigs.
Bloody hell!
And we're done with you too. Don't talk to my men. You two are going to be useful to me for once.
Not bloody likely.
The Wise Masters will hear how Asher Forrester kidnapped the venerable Bezzak. How he wouldn't take less than 800 gold dragons. So he killed Bezzak instead.
Me?
Luckily, we were there to deliver swift justice.
So you steal the money and we get the blame.
Ponteos en as! Pojos me nomi chahoso kisikas!
Do I have to do everything? Get down! All right, who dies first? Who wants to dance on the end of my sword?
Kill them, now!
No, that's more like.
Here's one.
Come on! Siccone no pasmi! Siccone no pasmi! Siccone no pasmi! Tobidao!
You owe me one.
Shit! This is for Volantis!
Bester!
Fuck you, Asher! Fuck you, Asher!
Tazal!
Coste vaquiles.
Pobrenis, ilibonios! Ah! Oh! Oh!
You know what this reminds me of?
That brothel in Novos.
You kill me, and the Lost Legion won't stop until you and your friend are dead.
Tazal!
Asha!
Asha! What in all the gods of fire and fog?
Who the fuck is he?
My uncle. That ended well.
More on their way.
We need to go. Come on.
Malcolm.
Damn.
We have to keep moving.
Malcolm, stop.
Asher, I'm glad I found you, my boy. It's been far too long.
What are you doing here?
Your family needs you, Asher. I'm here to bring you home.
Foresters. Have to be so fucking far away.
Father.
That's far enough.
I come from the twins bearing the dead of House Forrester. Lordly types from the looks of them.
Alright, we'll take them.
Well, they're not free, are they? How much are you paying for them?
Sir Royland.
You again. Who have you got this time? Some poor peasant dressed up like a lord? A stable boy in bannerman's clothes? You did this at Duskendale. And you have the fucking stones to try it again?
No,
This house has suffered the loss of many good men. And you dare come here claiming to have Forrester dead?
They're Forrester! Look at the colours!
A fine trick. I'm sure you expected to be paid handsomely for it. Send this bloody thief on his way.
What?
Leave. Now!
Fine! I'll dump him in the river then!
You come back here again, you won't be leaving. You got that?
Aye, I heard you! Lousy sheep fucker.
I'm sorry, sir.
7
What is it, sir?
This one's still alive. You there? Who are you?
Roderick? Roderick!
By the gods, it is you!
Sir?
Fetch the maester, hurry!
Fetch the maester!
Roderick!
My lord, you should not be awake. The milk of the poppy. Drink. Come now. Drink, my lord. Don't be stubborn, my lord.
Roderick!
My lady.
No.
I am at a very delicate moment in the surgery.
Please, I want to see my son.
How is he? Will he live?
Only if you let me finish my work. Sir, my lady, I must insist that you leave.
No. Roderick, what have they done to you?
These wounds would have killed any other man. As it is, he may never walk again.
Roderick?
He refused the milk of the poppy.
That's Roderick for you. Brave as always.
But the pain must...
Roderick! Roderick!
Roderick, thank the gods. Brother, I thought I lost you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Are you all right? I forgot for a moment. How bad is it? Maester Tengrin says your leg may never fully heal. And your face. Roderick, there's something you need to know. Ethan is dead.
Ethan?
Bruce Bolton's bastard came here and threatened to take me away. Ethan didn't even resist. And that monster put a blade through his throat. Like it was nothing. Ethan? How could this happen to him? We're planning to honor Ethan in the Grove, alongside Father. And now Mother wants me to write this song for the funeral. I can't. It's been chaos here since he died. We have White Hill soldiers stationed in our courtyard. Even the small folk don't feel safe. You need to show everyone who this house belongs to. I know it's a lot to ask, but we need you. I know you still need time to heal, but...
I'll be fine, Talia.
The council's meeting in the Great Hall right now, actually. Nobody expects you there, but if you think you're ready...
I want to go.
Can you even stand? They could use your leadership. But if you're not ready... I missed you, brother. You can do this, Roderick. I know you can. Roderick!
I'm fine. Why'd you do that?
I won't let anyone see you like this. Not when the house appears so weak already. It's a long way to the Great Hall. We can't risk you falling where others can see. Take my hand. Let me help you. Please, Roderick. Ready? That's it. Everyone will be so glad to see you up. Though I think you'll find that much has changed.
Castle Black. So this is the seat of the Night's Watch. The wall. Always wanted to see it, but not like this.
Recruits at the gate!
New arrival, is it?
Another one for Frostfinger.
On a horse, no less. Gotta be faster.
Looks like it was built by giants, doesn't it? You're new, here to take the black. Because you got that look about you. Well, whoever you are, go see Frostfinger. He'll get you sorted out.
Which one's Frostfinger?
That grizzled old prune over there. Says us new recruits are all dead men. So don't act all high and mighty with him. He won't stand for it.
You're Frostfinger?
You recruits. You come, you train, you fight, you die. Who are you, boy? Nothing to say for yourself? How about you tell me why you were sent to the wall? You're a thief, a raper. You abandon your post, or do you just fancy dying someplace cold? Ignore me, and you'll come to regret it. You arrive on horseback, wearing a soldier's livery. I know exactly who you are, Garrett Tuttle.
How do you know my name?
From Duncan Tuttle, Castellan of House Forrester.
My uncle wrote to the Night's Watch.
He goes on for a bit, but then he asks us to make you a ranger. As if it's a knighthood. So you see, Tuttle, I know all about you. Now then, we'll start your training in the morning. For today, you need a cot and a cloak.
Understood.
Oh, and Tuttle, sooner or later, the Night's Watch will be your death. When it comes, try to make it quick.
And last we'd heard, Asher was in Slaver's Bay, so Malcolm caught a ship headed for...
I heard they took him off a corpse cart. And he's missing his arms and legs.
At least he can still eat and shit.
The Whitehill soldiers are drunk again. And we have too few men to handle them.
Let's just get to the Great Hall.
Well, I say he's dead. And they've dressed up some peasant in his place.
Fill me up, would you? And bring us some salted pork while you're at it.
Fill yourself up, you lazy fuck.
Is that him?
Has to be, doesn't it?
He's hideous.
Had a run-in with Walder Frey, did you?
And he's leaning on a girl.
Should have buried him with the corpses. Forrester's real
cursed.
shame about your leg,
Who
my
gives
lord.
the toss?
Don't let go of your sister now.
We have business in the Great Hall.
Go round. You deaf?
I wonder what's weaker. Your legs? Or this house?
This is Roderick Forrester. You will address him as my lord.
Go on then, my lord.
Let's go.
It's ridiculous. You're treating them like
the wine
guests.
keeps their wits dull.
It makes us look weak.
Both of you, please.
So you'd rather they riot?
Duncan, you're a damn fool sometimes.
It doesn't matter what you think. I was chosen as sentinel.
My lords.
Roderick. My boy. Come, join us.
Lady Talia, you should have told us the Lord needed help.
It's good. It's good to see you awake, Lord Roderick.
We didn't expect you so soon. The Maester said it would be weeks before you were walking, if you walked again at all.
It was highly probable.
I told you he'd be up and about.
Of course you did. You know everything.
Perhaps we should get started.
Yes, let's.
Dahlia's told me the state of our house.
Then you know our situation is grim, my lord.
No thanks to your sentinel. He's been getting the Whitehill soldiers drunk.
It keeps them off their guard.
They think you're a bloody fool.
My lords, please! Oh, I'm a fool. At least I was there by Ethan's side when Ramsay stole...
Duncan. I've told you! I was keeping an eye on the Bolton soldiers!
You should have been protecting your lord! Now Ethan's dead, and Ryan a hostage.
And what have you done to get him back? Nothing!
Because we have no army!
It's because you have no balls!
How dare you!
Be quiet! All of you!
My son is your lord. Please start acting like it.
Of course. Apologies, my lord.
The Whitehills have my brother. We fight amongst ourselves, when we should be fighting them.
We'd need an army to win that fight. And we don't have one. Not anymore.
But the Glenmores do. You'd be wed to Elena Glenmore already if not for the war. And her father is no coward. Now that you've returned, the marriage can proceed as planned.
The marriage? Well, much has changed. The Glenmores may no longer desire the union.
Lady Elena will decide for herself. Your betrothed is on her way here as we speak.
Lady Elena? She's coming now?
He's barely recovered.
He is recovered enough. If she still wishes to marry, we'd have the allies we so desperately need.
Their army would become oathbound to Roderick.
And we could burn High Point to the fucking ground!
Yes, this marriage could be our chance.
Of course, we must hope Lady Elena still wants to marry Roderick. We're talking about a marriage, not an Ironwood contract.
She's always been fond of you.
Just be careful not to push Elena too hard.
If Elena does come to Ironrath, she'll see those soldiers in the courtyard.
We starve them out, and they'll have to leave.
I'd rather they be lying around drunk than setting the stables on fire.
My lord, perhaps you could put an end to this tiresome dispute.
Can we not compromise?
We could keep them fed, but take away their wine.
Well, that'd be something at least.
Thank the Seven.
Now, if there's nothing more to discuss.
Maester, it's time to light the Ironwood torches.
Yes, my lady.
Welcome back, my lord.
It's good to be back.
Gregor last lit these torches when his mother passed. Ironwood doesn't burn easily, he told me. But foresters have a way. And now we light them for him. And Ethan. How is your song coming?
Ethan always helped me with music. It's not the same without him.
Everyone knows how much Ethan meant to you. I'm sure it will honor him well. About Elena, I've sent a letter to Mira. The Tyrells hold much influence over the Glenmores. I don't know where things stand between her and Lady Marjorie, but maybe your sister can find a way to help.
It's entirely ridiculous. If it's not the flowers, it's the food or the table settings. Is that the letter to the orphanage?
Yes, my lady. It's nearly done.
Make sure to tell them we'll send all the leftovers. And something nice after that. That's all right. The letter is fine as it is. I had to borrow that from Father. Mine was stolen, can you imagine? I wonder who it was. Oh! Are there any more invitations to send, or are we finally done with the cursed things?
One more. An invitation to Sir Maynard.
Ah, yes. One of my father's favorite drinking companions.
I have a letter for Lady Mira Forrester.
Thank you.
My pleasure, Lady Mira.
What is it, Mira?
It's from my mother. She asked that I help ensure Roderick's betrothal to Elena Glenmore remain intact.
How can you do that from 1,000 leagues away? Ah, it's my help she's after, isn't it? She's a bold woman. Most would shy away from asking such things. She's not entirely wrong. A letter from me could encourage the Glenmores to honor the betrothal. But it wouldn't be very discreet. You'd be forcing their hand. That isn't the way I do things. You pushed me before and you saw the results. I'm sure your brother can secure the marriage on his own. I'd better get going. Mira, we'll talk more later.
If Lady Marjorie wrote a letter... I'm sorry, Roderick. Sir Maynard, you are hereby invited...
Mira, Lady Marjorie sent me to pick up the letters. Sir Maynard? The man's breath smells like a brew house. I was hoping I'd catch you at something slightly more exciting. A love letter, perhaps? Or a declaration of war? I know you're very busy with Lady Marjorie and all that's happening with your family. But I was hoping we could talk. If you don't mind. Don't worry, we really should get these letters sent first. Do you need any help with those?
I've got them.
Bloody cold today, isn't it? Seems to keep getting colder. They say it'll be a short autumn.
Oi, fuckhead! You might be new here, but you're in my spot. So move. Wrong fucking answer.
Most of you will be dead within the year.
Frostfinger and his bloody speeches.
If you want to survive in the Night's Watch, listen close.
You know why I got sent to the wall?
The wall was erected over 8,000 years ago to defend the realm from wildlings, white walkers...
Had this girl I used to fuck now and again. Face like a queen, tits like a whore. Turned out she was married to some lordling. He tried to stick me with this. I stuck it in him instead. So next time I say move, you'd best fucking move.
Shut up for once, will you?
What's your problem?
I'm sick of Finn bragging about all the girls he's fucked.
And what dire crime are you here for?
Fucking potatoes.
Potatoes?
Got caught stealing a bag of them.
Nobody cares, thief.
Don't call me that. My name's Cutter.
Cutter the potato thief. There's one for the songs.
Oi, my sister was hungry.
I've got something for your sister.
Hey, don't fucking talk about my sister, alright?
And something for you, too.
Who in seven hells is talking back there? Tuttle, who was it? Covering for your new brothers already, are you? Garrett Tuttle here wants to be a ranger, so we can go north of the wall and die on some wildling spear. But what he wants doesn't mean shit. So today you're all gonna show me what you're made of. Can you swing a sword? Shoot a bow? Are you strong? Those who do well might just survive. The rest of you...
Frostfinger. I need a word.
Go on, get started.
Best of luck, Tuttle.
Here we go. Again. Balls up.
See those dummies? Those are thens. Come to eat your brains for breakfast. You've had an assault.
Castle Black. So this is home now.
Tuttle, I gave you orders. So what are you doing up here?
Sorry, sir. I'll get back to work. That's the door to the mess hall. Wish they'd serve up more than stew. Place is falling apart. Maybe they need more builders. Can't wander off now. Not with Frostfinger watching.
Stop gawking, Tuttle!
Where I tell you. That was embarrassing to watch.
You're doing that all wrong.
Have these where I...
Mance Rayder will shit himself when he sees you coming.
Let me show you.
Alright, let's see if you can aim worth a wildling's arse. Shoot the targets I tell you to. Let's start easy.
Middle dummy, centre of the chest. Something wrong with your eyes? That was way off the mark. Next bolt. Left target. Head. Stop daydreaming. Right target. Chest. You can follow orders at least. Centre. Between the eyes. Good. Missed a few, but well done overall.
Gotta be faster.
Finn thinks he's so bloody clever. If a real wildling got his hands on him...
He's just a bully.
Aye, he is. That's why I took this. Swiped it right off him. Don't tell, alright? I don't think he'd take it kindly.
Are you hard of hearing?
Not quite.
Take that! Take that, you whore!
Watch your bloody tongue!
You! Grab a practice sword.
This one should do.
I'll be sparring with you today.
Hit those dummies where I tell
Remember, these blades are dulled, but a sword's still a sword. Good luck. Come on, keep at it.
You're terrible.
Well fought.
Get off me, you bloody ox!
You got lucky.
Hit those dummies where I tell you.
You there, recruit. Scrawny, aren't you? See if you can carry one of these barrels over to the winch.
What's in it?
It's pitch.
Dump it off the wall and it'll burn the wildlings down to their fucking bones.
Right. I can do this.
Want some help?
Mr. Chance there.
Don't hurt yourself, Tuttle. I'm thinking steward for you. You can help Frostfinger wash his cock. If the thing hasn't frozen off.
Again.
You're pathetic.
Fuck off. You didn't even try.
A crossbow's a coward's weapon. Besides, I could hit that dummy from here with my... Where is it? Where the fuck's my knife? If someone has it, I'll cut their fucking balls off. Come to think of it, you were the last one I showed it to. Well, you and... It was you.
What?
You little fucking thief.
It weren't me.
Finn, don't. Give me my knife!
I don't have it, I swear.
Out of my way!
Garrett, do something.
I fucking warned you! I won't say it again.
If you ever hit me again, I swear I'll...
Hey, look. Fight! Fight!
Yeah, get it!
There they go again.
Get up! What is going on here?
He stole my fucking knife!
No, I didn't.
And Garrett defended him.
The last thief I caught no longer has hands.
I swear I don't have it.
He must have hid it.
And you, I expected better, Tuttle. Instead, I find you doing this on your first bloody day of training. You clearly need a few days scrubbing the latrines.
Frostfinger, I need another man atop the wall.
Fine. Let him freeze his balls off. I'll deal with this one.
Get off!
Mind your fucking manners.
You, come with me.
This way. I love King's Landing in the afternoon. The sun just barely kisses your skin. You used to love this place. Remember, we'd come listen to the musicians in the evening with Lady Marjorie? Just through here.
What are you doing?
You'll see. Queen Cersei's finest wine. Come on, sit down. Relax. Nobody will miss it, I assure you. A little won't hurt. It's just wine. I promise you, we won't get in trouble. Suit yourself then. So, Well, I'm not very good at this sort of thing. Listen, if I tell you this, Mira, you must promise to keep it to yourself. You can tell no one. I want to trust you, but I need you to promise. Really, Mira, you could say something. Just, please, keep it a secret. My mother was a handmaiden to Lady Olenna for many years. She became pregnant. It was a disgrace to her family. My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard?
Yes. I'm fortunate to be where I am, I know that. But to always have to hide. I don't want to hide from you as well. My mother died not long after my birth. The Tyrells took me in. They gave me the name Durwell. It's just... I don't want to be Sarah Flowers forever. I need Lady Marjorie to arrange a marriage for me. It's my chance at a life. A family of my own. But without Lady Marjorie's help, I don't know how to make that happen. I know she often confides in you, and I was hoping that maybe sometime when she comes to you wanting to talk, you might suggest she talk to me instead. Give me a chance to win her over. Coming from you, it's sure to mean a lot. Please, Mira. I understand if you can't commit to anything. I know your family's troubles are much greater than mine. With what happened to your brother and your father. You sure you won't have any? You look like you could use a drink.
A conspiracy of handmaidens.
Lord Tyrion, my lord.
Ladies, what have we here? If you mean to drink from that flagon, you're going about it the wrong way.
It's not what it looks like. We were
Just airing the wine? Not the finest Arbor Red, but a favorite of my sister's. Quite expensive for a handmaiden. I'd be curious to know how you got hold of it. Since I'm certain my sister didn't give it to you, she won't even share with me. Though that's hardly surprising.
We found it in that bush. Lord Tyrion.
Strange it should find its way into a bush. If Cersei knew you had this wine, she'd drown you in it. Yet you're worried about an alliance with me? You need to know what risks are worth taking. Things have changed. My father has recently taken an interest in Ironwood. Most of the Royal Navy went up in green flames. It must be rebuilt. He insisted I handle things myself. I'm on my way to meet representatives of Lord Whitehill.
Lord Whitehill?
He's hired a pair of merchant lords to broker for his house. It would seem Lord Whitehill wishes to sell the ironwood right out from beneath your family. I don't know much about the man, but judging by his up-jumped sellswords, negotiating with him won't be pleasant. I have an idea. Come with me. These men think I have no choice but to deal with them. Imagine their surprise when I bring a Forrester to the table. It might be the first fun I've had in months. My lady.
We've been waiting here for an hour.
Andros, be courteous.
Courtesy in a merchant. Like finding gold in your chamber pot. Apologies, my lady.
Who is this? Some girl you've brought for entertainment?
She's a lady, Lord Andros. That much is clear.
Allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Mira Forrester?
Why are you here?
A fair question.
We were told we would be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone. This is no place for a Forrester.
She's here for the same reason you are. Ironwood.
Forresters have nothing to offer, my lord. If you want Ironwood, you'll have to deal with the Whitehills.
Andros? I'm sorry, Lady Mira, but we've already spoken to Lord Tyrion.
You spoke, I listened. Lady Mira has since persuaded me to consider her offer first. Now, if you'll excuse us...
You're going to dismiss
You can't do this.
I assure you I can.
This is a mistake, my lord.
I don't think so.
Lord Whitehill will hear of this. He's not a man to take such matters lightly. Lord Tyrion.
Lord Tyrion, do let me know when you've come to a decision. I'd like the opportunity to change your mind. Lady Mira.
Good day, gentlemen. Ah, well, that was fun. Now, as for your offer, what did you have in mind?
My lord?
The Crown's Ironwood. I assume you have a proposition? You had a reason for coming here. I know it wasn't just to entertain me. I can see you're going to make me do all the work. Here's what I suggest. Say the Crown agrees to buy Ironwood solely from you. Lord Whitehill will be left in the cold. If he wishes to sell to the Crown, he'll have to do so through your family. You will have him at your mercy. Or you'll bring your houses to open war. You do know that's a possibility, don't you? A war that may come sooner than you think. However, I know your house needs this. I'll consider the arrangement. Of course, you'd have to do something for me in return. Don't worry. The terms will be fair. We have an understanding, then.
Thank you, my lord.
This will either be very good for both of us, or very bad for you. For your sake, I hope it's the former.
My lady.
They were headed for the main gate.
I know another way.
You coming with us then?
If you're to save your house, you'll need more than the two of us at your side. You'll need an army.
That's why you're here, isn't it? To hire one.
An army of sellswords.
And a man to lead them. Do you hear what I'm saying, boy? You can't just ignore this, Asher. This is your house, your family, your fight.
None of that matters without sellswords to hire, and all the companies around here are engaged.
What about Croft?
One-Eyed Croft, with the Second Sons. They're all with the Targaryen girl now.
But Croft owes me a favour.
I'm pretty sure he hates you, actually.
No. He'll help us. I'll make sure of it.
And how are you going to do that? We didn't part on the best of terms. I'm sure you'll find a way.
Well, this mother of dragons and her sellswords are headed north, so we make for Marine.
Wait, Marine? Shit.
What?
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
We can't afford any distractions.
It's not your problem. It'll be fine. I promise. Thanks for not asking. I said I was with you, little brother. And I meant it.
Ponte Renas. Yon kai hronchos y botagon costoti da orra.
Let's go.
You let Beskha kill that man.
So?
We need more than that from you. We need a leader.
You two can talk about it later. We need to get out of here. They won't stop looking for us.
It's a long journey to Marine on foot. I hope you're ready, Asher. It won't be easy. Either we cross the narrow sea with an army at our backs, or House Forrester will not survive to see winter.
Hello? Everything's still here. I have information that will aid you with the imp. Meet me in the gardens at midnight.
There. That should last through Lady Elena's visit, at least.
There's been no news from Mira. She may not have found a way to help with Elena.
We'll be fine, Mother.
I pray you're right. Lord Glenmore's army could keep us from ruin. But Elena must still agree to the marriage.
My lord. You might remind Lady Elena that in terms of lineage, you are still very much a man.
Maester?
What I mean is, if the two of you wanted to produce an heir, it should not be a concern. Apologies, my lord. I just meant...
Enough, Maester. When last we spoke of Elena, you seemed unsure how she might feel about you. You just have to show her that you're still the man she knew. I don't mean to burden you with unwanted advice, but this is an important day for all of us. I hope you find your voice before Elena arrives. She will want reassurances.
My lord, she's here.
Roderick? You look... You're really... I'm sorry for what's happened to you, Roderick.
Please.
So, here we are. I'm glad to see you up and about. I set out for Ironrath as soon as I heard you were alive. My father suggested I wait, but I can't believe it's been 2 years.
Your brother's name day feast. We danced until the sun came out.
But now your house prepares for a funeral. And you... Tell me the truth, Roderick. How are you, really? And please, be honest with me. I don't mean to pry, but... I want to know what you're going through. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. It's remarkable that you're even on your feet. So much has changed since we were children. Playing hide-and-seek in the grove and...
You're so easy to find. You always hid behind the same tree.
Maybe I wanted you to find me. But Roderick... I need to ask you something. When I arrived at Ironrath today, your courtyard was filled with soldiers. Whitehill soldiers. They said some terrible things. The Whitehills are your oldest enemies, Roderick. Why are they here? Has something happened? If you can't even tell me that,
It must be worse than I thought. I'm going to be honest with you, Roderick. I have always looked forward to our marriage. But in light of all that's happened to your family... My father is questioning the wisdom of our betrothal. He wants me to call it off. If I told him I thought this marriage was wise, he'd listen. And frankly, I'm torn. I don't care about your scars, Roderick. I love the boy you were, and I can love the man you are. But my family can't get drawn into a war with the Boltons. They're the Wardens of the North. And they flay their enemies. It doesn't matter how we feel. How can I ask my father to risk everything? Even for you. I'd hoped you might convince me, but apparently it's not to be. I'm going to tell Father the betrothal is off.
Deepest apologies, my lord. I tried to stop him, but
So, the rumours are true.
You have no right to just...
And if it isn't Elena Glenmore? You're not still marrying into this wretched family?
That is none of your concern.
Oh, I beg to differ. You can do much better than this cripple. And my son Griff needs a bride.
You will not stand here insulting my son.
Then why not tell him why you invited me here?
I sent a raven to Lord Whitehill about letting Ryan attend the funeral, but I never expected him to barge in like this.
Oh, she practically begged me to come. Of course, I'd want the same in her position. The youngest son home to mourn his dead father and brother.
Please, just let Ryan come.
Not until I'm certain that you know your place. Lord Ramsay ordered your family to obey my soldiers until my son Griff arrives from Harrenhal. But now, I hear you're ordering them around. It makes me start to question your obedience.
Lud, enough of this.
See? That's just the kind of arrogance I'm talking about. So, here's the idea. We're going to make a fresh start, you and I. Your brother Ethan was a dismissive little shit. But you're a different man entirely, aren't you? So, if you want Ryan at that funeral, show Lady Elena you respect your betters. Kneel and kiss my shiny ring.
Just do it, Roderick.
You don't want to end up like your brother, do you?
Please. It means nothing, and we'll get to see Ryan again.
I'm not kissing your ring. Do what you must.
Fine. I'll just tell Ryan you didn't want to see him.
No, please.
And because of your defiance, I'm taking what should have been mine in the first place. The other half of the Ironwood Forest.
You can't
Ramsay
do that.
Snow
I know what Ramsay said. I'm saying something else. As of today, I harvest ironwood from wherever the fuck I please. And you can't do a bloody thing to stop me. I'm glad you're starting to see things my way. Well, I have what I came for. I'll leave you to your business. Oh, by the way, my men have a name for you. Roderick the Ruined. Isn't that clever?
Your house is worse off than I imagined. I feel sorry for you, Roderick.
You'd put your pride ahead of your family. What's poor Ryan going to think? That we've abandoned him?
My lord, are you well?
You can't be fighting with the other recruits. You need those men to have your back. There's enough out here trying to kill us, without trouble amongst our own.
I'm Garrett.
Frostfinger told me about you. Seems to think you might be trouble. Hope he's not right. He said you fought for the North with the Foresters. You were there, at the Twins.
Yes.
I still don't understand. 3,000 men, and not one could save my brother. Why didn't anyone fight back? Why didn't they rally to their king? I'm sorry. I know it's the Freys to blame. Those cowards couldn't face Robb like men, so they stabbed him in the back. They couldn't even give him an honourable death. Let him die fighting. Now the Freys command Riverrun, and the Boltons are Wardens of the North. After what they did, it's not right. I keep thinking if I'd been there, I could have done something. But chances are, I'd be dead too. Whatever I once thought, my place is here, with the Night's Watch. There are those here who will hate you for who you are. Southerners who will call you traitor, Northerners who will call you craven. Some won't even have a reason. They'll hate you anyway. You can't do anything about it. Trust me, I know. Most of the men are criminals, forced to take the black. You were a squire for a noble house. What happened to you today happened to me more times than I can count. I learned there's nothing more important than having brothers you trust. I felt the same first time I saw it. I heard you want to be a ranger. Why? Why risk your life out there? Not many recruits want to be rangers. They'd rather stay here where they think they'll be warm and safe. But Mance Rayder marches on the wall with 100,000 wildlings. I've seen them for myself. The men here are murderers. Thieves, rapers. You won't like most of them, and they won't like you. But they're your brothers now. Can you stand with them? Can you see past your differences? Your life will depend upon it, on them. I'd say you'll get used to the cold, but you won't. Come on. Better get by a fire, or you'll end up like Frostfinger.
I'm here, but where are you?
Where do you think you're going? At this time of night? Well? Do you know what this uniform means?
It means you serve the Lannisters.
So, you best get yourself back to your chambers. And I mean, now. If you don't like it, you can take it up with the commander. Did you not hear me?
At ease, Lucan. The lady is with me.
Yes, sir. Enjoy your night.
I hope he wasn't bothering you, my lady. I'm Damien. You got my note.
That was you.
I'm very glad you could make it. I've been wanting to talk to you for quite some time. Conversation is easier when both people move their lips, Lady Mira. I am sorry about this, Mira, but you've made enemies of the wrong people. A handmaiden should know her place. I'll make this quick if that helps. I'd hate to see you suffer.
You?
What happened? What was that? I thought he was going to kill you.
What are you doing here?
I heard yelling. You did what you had to do, Lady Mira. You had no choice.
I need to get back. Someone might see me.
I'll take care of him. I know a few places in Fleabottom. No one will ever find him.
Everything all right, sir? Damien, where are you?
What's Gwyn Whitehill doing here?
No idea.
Hello, Roderick. Sir Royland. It's been a while since we've met.
Yes. Last time I saw you, you and my brother had almost started a war. Your father wanted to murder Asher for your little love affair, remember?
That was a long time ago. May we speak privately?
My lady?
Roderick, I came here because I know how hard these past few days must have been for you and your family. I know my words probably mean nothing to you, but they're all I have. I'm so sorry, Roderick. Your brother didn't deserve this.
Neither of them did.
Listen, I know my father is intent on using Ryan as a hostage, but I think you deserve some news of him. I know it's little consolation, but if I can offer you this, it's something at least. Just know your brother is safe at High Point. I'm looking after him, but...
What?
The other day he said something that made me worry. He asked me if his father died because he was a coward. He asked if he was really a thief and a traitor like my father says. I don't wish to upset you, but I thought you should know. I've been doing my best to set him right, but he is only a child. He feels forgotten, alone. He's waiting for his family, but every day my father tells him they will never come. That they've chosen their pride over him. And with each passing day, those words start to sound like truth. I thought you'd have more to say. Roderick, if you really want to bring Ryan home, this war has to end. You know that. We don't have to be enemies, Roderick.
Hello, Gwyn.
It's good to see you, Talia. I hope I can count on your discretion.
Roderick, you should speak to Mother.
Mother, come join the others.
He should be here. He should be with his family. But instead they send her. It's happening all over again. I can see it. My father's house was once mighty like this one. But his loyalty to the Targaryens cost us dearly. I watched as countless of our kin fell, saw our lands destroyed, everything we clung to was ripped from our hands. I can't watch that same fate before this family. Our house. My children. They will take everything from us. We cannot stand by and wait for night to come. You must be ready to defend us, Rodrik. Your body may be damaged, but your spirit must be like iron. You let nothing stand in your way, do you understand? If you have to murder every last Whitehill down to the babes in their beds, no matter what, you must do it. Promise me. You must protect them. War asks much of a man that he is not prepared to give. You must be ready. Promise me.
We will be ready, Mother. Mira, Asher, even Garrett, they all stand with us. We are strong.
Yes. I suppose we have to be.
Would you say a few words, my lord?
My father. He was everything. Everything I ever wanted to be. He showed me what it is to be a lord. I never knew a better man. And I am sorry. I love you, Father. Ethan, my little brother.
We honor Lord Gregor Forrester, my husband, my love, and our Lord Ethan, my sweet little boy. But now is time to say goodbye. Father and son are returned to the earth, to the ice. And from their sacrifice, new life begins.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
From ice we Forsters born, to ice we all return. Father, brother, we mourn, these family trees we burn. I'd bare my neck to and swim the shivering sea. Paint slavers gray in crimson rains to bring Ethan back to me. When Ramsay claimed me for his ward, Ethan spurred on, even the wise. Old gods be one with you. Our Lord, my King, an old soul dies, so iron rules anew. Still iron rules anew.
What is going on?
Roderick. You have to do something. Lord Whitehill's son has arrived.
Griff Whitehill means to torment us. Nothing worse than a fourthborn with something to prove.
It was bad enough when it was just the soldiers.
We can't live with them under our roof.
Form up and follow my lead. You'll be taking your vows. You too, Tuttle. Time to start proving you're a brother.
Oh, the things we do for family. I wonder sometimes if it's worth it, all the sacrifices. Enjoy the wedding.
How much further to Marine?
A few days.
If the Lost Legion doesn't catch up to us first.
I overheard a couple of men whispering about the Lannister Guard. They're questioning people. Is there anything else really to be worried about?
What was that?
From eyes